Welcome back. Today we are going to study about the poem The Wanderer. The Wanderer is preserved in an extant book. The poet is anonymous. It has 115 alliterative verse and it is an Anglo-saxon elegy. The Wanderer is about the solitary man, where his lord, kinsman, and the comrades are being killed in the battle. The solitary man is wandering in the path of exile. He is alone. He is accepting mercy from the God and a good favor despite his fate from the God. He is missing his lord, his comrades, where he used to enjoy with them, and missed precious gifts which he used to get from his lord. In the Wanderer, there are three phases. First one is the Anhaga, a solitary man. He is performing funerals of his lord and comrades. Second one is the Mortgage, who meditates on the past hardship and the fact that the mass killing have been innumerous in history. And finally is a Snorter, a wise man. He accepted all the hardship and the sufferings in his life and he is wandering here and there. The speaker reflects upon life, on spending years in exile. The degeneration of the earthly glory is presented in the poem, contrasting with the theme of salvation through the faith in God. The Wanderer clearly describes his loneliness through the bright days and the long sea routes. The poem also has the elements of the Battle of Maldon, which is about the Anglo-saxon troops which have invaded Viking invaders. This poem had been adopted by J.R.R. Tolkien, W.H. Auden, Seamus Heaney. Next one is Beowulf. Beowulf is an Old English poem in the tradition of Germanic heroic legendary, consisting of 3182 alliterative verse. It is one of the most important and the most translated of an Old English literature. Produced between 975 and 1025 AD, the poet is anonymous. The story is set in the pagan Scandinavian in the 5th and the 6th century in a single manuscript. The Beowulf manuscript is also known as the Novel Codex. In the 16th century, in the name of the scholar Lawrence Novel. Now, the summary of the Beowulf. The protagonist, Beowulf, hero of the Geats, comes to the aid of Hrothgar, the king of the Danes, whose mead hall or the feasting hall has been continuously attacked by a monster, Grendel. Here we are going to study about the three battles. First battle, the Beowulf with Grendel. The second battle is with the Grendel's mother, and the third battle with the dragon. The first battle is with the Grendel, the king of the Danes, Hrothgar, with his soldiers. He used to celebrate in the mead hall. But the Grendel, a monster who was staying under the water, did not like this sound. So, whenever the celebration happened in the mead hall, the Grendel used to come and just kill the soldiers. And the Hrothgar, the king of Danes, was helpless by seeing this all. They slowly stopped celebration. King Hrothgar told about the Grendel to the Geatland king. The Beowulf with his soldier came to an aid. He himself with his soldiers started to celebrate in the mead hall. and waited for the Grendel. While sleeping, Grendel came and killed one of the soldiers. Beowulf got very angry. He just jumped and tried to kill Grendel. There was a horrifying fight between the Beowulf and the Grendel. The shoulders of the Grendel have been separated. The Grendel, in a suffering, runs to its place. By the time Grendel died. By seeing this, Grendel's mother got very angry. She wanted to take a revenge. Second one is the battle with Grendel's mother. After seeing son's murder, Grendel's mother came to the mead, started to kill the soldiers. By seeing this, Beowulf jumped into the lake. He went behind the Grendel's mother. There he sees the Grendel's body. Under the lake, there was a fight between the Grendel's mother and Beowulf. Beowulf, with his sword, hunting, spelling is Hrunting, tries to kill Grendel's mother, but his sword gets to melt as the blood of the monster's mother was very hot. Only hilt was remaining, means the handle of the sword. He sees another strong sword and kills Grendel's mother. And he comes out with the Grendel's head in one hand, his sword hilt. By seeing this, Hotgar was very happy. He gives him a thane as a gift. Hotgar gives him a sword nagling. The king gives him sermon. This was about the battle with the Grendel's mother. The third battle is with the dragon. Beowulf returns to his home and becomes king of his land. After 50 years, he was happily leading his life into the Geatland. But once the dragon from the mountain cave, it suddenly started to destroy the forest. The reason behind was one of the slaves had stolen the golden cup of the dragon. But the dragon thought it was the soldier who had stolen it. So it began to destroy everything. So King Beowulf began to fight with the dragon. But while fighting with the dragon, he gets injured. Because of the injury, he dies. This was about the third battle between Beowulf and the dragon. Hope you understood the poems. Next poem is The Dream of the Rod. It is a Christian poem written in the Old English, and its genre is the dream poetry. It is written in the alliterative verse. The word rod is nothing but the rod, a pole. Here especially it is defined as a crucifix. The poem has been preserved in the Versailles book in the 10th century. In the poem, the narrator is dreaming. He has a vision, the crucifixion of the Jesus. The poem has 3 sections. From line 1 to 27, the narrator has the vision of a cross. He sees it has stains of the blood. Next, from 28 to 121, the story of the Jesus. That means the crucifixion of the Jesus. The author gives his reflection about this vision. The vision ends and the man is with his thoughts. He gives praise to God for what he has seen in his vision and hope for the eternal life. This was about the poem The Dream of the Rod. Next poem is the Finnesburg Fragment. It is a short poem of about 50 lines. It is about the prince Hnaf. The prince and his 60 soldiers were being seized into the Finns fort. by the Finns king. About this, it has been mentioned in the Beowulf even. It is an alliterative verse. That's it about this poem. Hope you understood the poems which all I have explained today. Thanks for watching. We'll meet in the next video. Until then, bye.